example, there is an individual house, right? I'm just drawing. This is an individual house, right? Every house has got a sewage and a sewerage and drainage system coming out. For example, this is the kitchen, it's coming out, right? But is it possible for every house to have a wastewater treatment plant? Is it feasible? So basically, it is not possible manually for each and every house to have a wastewater treatment. For example, this is the river. This is the river here. Ultimately, all this sewage water is being released here. But before releasing it to the river or any water body, it could be sea, it could be a lake, huge lake, it has to go through the wastewater treatment plant. Before that, it should not be released. In case it's released, we know what happens. There's a lot of, harm and damage rather. It's a catastrophe for the marine animals and the sea animals and the, the aquatic habitat. The entire habitat goes for a toss, right? So today we will study elaborately about the wastewater treatment plant, right? Now wastewater, yes. Now so wastewater treatment plant, there are 2-3 things which are being done. First is that the water treatment plant is processed, right? So there are several companies, there are several organizations. So what they do, for example, this is a hospital, right? This is a hospital, right? So I'm sure all of you are aware that in a hospital there are so many patients, and each and every patient has got some or the other disease, and none of the disease is a good disease to have, right? And all the water that comes out from the hospital, that 100% needs to be treated because it is infested with all kinds of germs, bacteria, disease causing microorganisms. So you will find most of the hospitals will have a wastewater treatment plant unit inside the hospital premises only, right? Because unless and until there are certain things, there are certain institutions which have to do the wastewater treatment at their own premises, and only then they can let it out, not directly to the river body, but to the city, to the city sewerage, and only then it is let out to the water body, right? So to some extent, they have to do the treatment within the premises and then let it. So in this case, there is something called the hospital. Can any of you add what else, would require a wastewater treatment plant in their own premises?
Factories.
Very good, factories. So basically factories, they must have a wastewater treatment plant within the premises. Only then they can let out the water. Anything else that you can think of? Okay, in high rises there are 2 kinds of water treatment plants. One is drinking water treatment plants and the other is wastewater treatment plants. So most of them have this, the drinking water treatment plants, but many of them do not have this. Only the newer ones where the government has put up a policy, they have this. So do not go by just water treatment plants. Check, is it drinking water treatment plant or is it wastewater drinking plant, wastewater treatment plant? Okay, so another option could be industries. Not necessary that they have to be factories, but there are certain industries. For example, it could be a food manufacturing unit, right? Where there's a lot of oily, greasy stuff, which comes out, greasy muck which comes out. If you see, it's not harmful directly, but then again, now what kind of damage oil causes to the water body? Who is aware of it? The damage that oil does. Oil slick. There's something called an oil slick. There's a damage that the oil slick does to the water body. Tell me, what is it?
Ma'am, so when it mixes in water, as oil is lighter and water is denser, it forms a layer on the water bodies, and then the organisms in the water, they don't have oxygen. Like the oxygen can't go inside.
It cuts off the oxygen supply, right? Oxygen supply to the marine or to the aquatic animals and plants. So that is a huge damage, right? Several years back, there was a major oil slick that had happened in the Gulf region. Most of you were not even born during that time. This is during the 1990s, right? So that was basically petroleum, right? In Yeah, what had happened is that those containers which carry these oil from the middle of the sea to the shore, one of or maybe a couple of them had got leaked. So all those black slimy oil, petroleum basically, got spread out in that entire sea. And there, that really traveled, that damage actually extended for several months, right? And it caused instant death to quite a lot of those, ducks and those marine plants and animals. People, from my generation, they still remember, those pictures, which was like a major damage done to the environment, right? So that's the reason why if there's a food unit, they too need to keep a check on the wastewater that they release into the water body, right? Now, Bhavya, can you please read out the first 2 points?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the first 2 points.
Yes, the first 2 points.
Yes, ma'am. Wastewater needs to be treated before it can be reused or released into a water body. Wastewater treatment removes impurities from wastewater. Wastewater from households is treated at a treatment plant to remove the physical, biological and chemical matter.
Correct. Also covered the third point. That's fine. Read it out.
Treatment of wastewater reduces the toxicity of poisonous substances and pollutants in water resources.
Correct. So what happens is that, in this wastewater treatment plant, what is done is that basically all the physical, the biological and the chemical matter that is present in the wastewater is been removed using certain, certain scientific process, using certain chemical process, right? Because once the physical, biological and the chemical matters are removed from the wastewater, then the water is good enough to be released into the water body. It can be released into the water body then. Correct? So the treatment of wastewater, what it does is that it reduces the toxicity or the poisonous substances and pollutants in the water resources. Right? So basically then the sea, then the river, then the lake or the pond will not be as dirty or as polluted as it used to be. Because of illegal or unlawful release of wastewater, our seas and rivers have turned really, really dirty, right? And it's quite a task to clean them now. But the government has taken different initiatives by which, they had levied huge penalties to anyone who unlawfully or illegally would directly put the pipe to the sea or the river, to the water bodies. Correct? Is it clear to all of you? Can we go to the next portion?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we come to the process of water sewage treatment. What is the process? Right? Vatsala, can you please read it out?
Process of water treatment. Sewage comprises of wastewater released from homes, industries, hospitals and offices, and also the water collected during rains. Sewage treatment is the stepwise procedure which involves removal of wastes from the water.
Correct. So basically what is this? This is a stepwise treatment. The wastewater has been treated stepwise. It's not that, Acha, how many of you have watched the YouTube video that I had shared, Priscilla had also shared last time on the Melinda Bill Gates Foundation? I had asked all of you to watch the video, no? How many of you have watched? Oh, the a real life, process through which wastewater, they showed actually how wastewater was treated. Wastewater was treated and, it actually came into a glass, of clean water, extremely pure water, which actually Bill Gates drank. So it was, worth drinking. So how wastewater got converted into drinking water. That is a beautiful process, through that was like an exact water treatment plant. Treatment is a stepwise procedure, first and foremost, right? Now there is certain, things which you can do at the lab also. But you can't do huge amounts of water treatment in the lab. You can take very little amounts, right? And you can just show a demonstration of how the purification of the treatment is done, right? So what can you do in the lab? I'm sure all of you must have studied separation and filtration techniques in your earlier classes. So who can share what all processes we can do in the lab? Why is the class so quiet today?
Ma'am,
Yes, Sanbana?
ma'am, we can filter the water and then we can boil it to remove the impurities.
Excellent, excellent. That's the thing that I was looking for. That is the answer that I was looking for, right? So for a filtration, so is this process that the picture is shown, is this the filtration process that can be done in the lab?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, this is the filtration. So Priscilla, can you explain this process? What is the gentleman doing here?
Ma'am, here they took one conical flask
Mm-hmm.
and they took a filtering tube,
Funnel,
ma'am, a funnel,
funnel.
and
Mm-hmm.
they took a filtering paper, ma'am,
Mm-hmm.
and then they kept the funnel inside the conical flask, and
Mm-hmm.
then they took the filtering paper and put it as a cone and
Mm-hmm.
kept it inside the funnel. So
Mm-hmm.
when you pour water, all the solid impurities will remain in the paper and not go
Mm-hmm.
inside.
Correct. So this is basically the technique of filtration, the process for filtration, and by this process you can actually take out solid particles. Solid particles which are large enough, which are big enough, right? But what about microscopic particles? Could they be filtered through the filter paper?
No, ma'am.
No.
Ma'am, they could be boiled.
Yes. So, if at all, they could be boiled. If at all there were certain microorganisms, then on boiling, those microorganisms would die, right? But then again, is that water fit to drink? It is not yet fit to drink because you have to allow it to sediment. After boiling, you will always find that, there are certain white substances that are found in the water or the vessel which you were boiling in, right? So you have to allow it to sediment. So all the dead matters, the particles will all deposit, and then above will come the clear water. So after that, you have to decant. Matlab, just pour this water into a clean glass of water or a clean test tube of water. Then here it will come all the clean water which is fit for drinking. Right? So it is basically filtration, boiling, sedimentation and decantation. If at all you have to do, wastewater treatment in lab, right? But let me tell you, this will not be a real bad wastewater treatment. As in, the water, if you can see the wastewater out here, it is not that impure. It is moderately okay. The water that still comes out might still not be fit for drinking. Right? So it would depend on how dirty the water was. What was the source of water?